Have you ever looked down at your calendar when you're supposed to be going on appointments and it's totally blank and you have nothing going on? Watch this episode of Agent Hacks to find a clear way to fill up that white space so that you're generating income and not just sitting around waiting for something to happen. The real estate industry is full of people doing things a certain way because that's how they've always had been done. These are not those techniques. If you want to get punched in the throat with the most aggressive and innovative ways to generate business and run your real estate practice, check out Agent Hacks. Welcome to Agent Hacks. I'm Tom Toole. Thanks so much for tuning in. This week we are going over how to manage white space in your calendar. This is something that happens to a lot of people. I'm sure everyone's heard, if it's not in your calendar, it doesn't exist. You need to follow a schedule. The problem is, the ideal schedule for real estate is this. You go on lead generation or prospecting appointments, meaning you're making an appointment with yourself to make calls, reach out to people, and set appointments for later in the day or the afternoon. And then the afternoon, you're supposed to be going on appointments. So what happens if you don't schedule those appointments? You're sitting around, you have nothing going on. One option is to go do more lead generation. Totally in favor of that, but that's not the hack here. The hack is, how do you schedule appointments that could be even more productive than calling internet leads? And calling internet leads is very productive. So let's kind of go with some second level thinking here. And the hack is this. If you don't have appointments with active clients looking to make a real estate decision, set up appointments with your sphere, your center of influence. So I'm talking about lunch, coffee meetings. Maybe you go grab a cocktail if that's what you're into, and you meet with people who already know, like, and trust you, and have the potential to not only do more future business with you, but also refer their family, friends, and people they know in the area. So think of any attorneys you know that run into a lot of people that have to make real estate decisions, estate attorneys, divorce attorneys, trust attorneys, even someone that's just really well connected. Think of what kind of groups you can join that revolves around networking that meets in the afternoon. So maybe a B&I group, Rotary Club, local chamber of commerce, get involved at your kid's school. These are appointments that can turn into you working your sphere, and then you become the only choice when it comes to real estate. So instead of sitting around in the afternoon when you have nothing going on, call your sphere, call your past clients, get face-to-face with them, engage them, think the Ford script, family, occupation, recreation, dreams. Those are great talking points if you're worried about what you're going to talk about, which is a big concern even for some of the most top producing agents in the country. I know this is a fact, so hear me on this. Know the script. You want to use the Ford method, engage those people, and then you're going to stay top of mind. And always bring up, hey, by the way, if you know anyone, or excuse me, you should actually say this, so it's time out there. Who do you know that is looking to buy or sell a home right now? That's the question you want to ask during these meetings. It's a lot easier asking that after you've talked about their family, their kids, what they do for fun, how work is going, all those sort of things. So when you got white space, don't sit there and wait for something to happen. Call your sphere, grab coffee, grab lunch, maybe a cocktail, and that way you're still doing income-producing activity even if you don't have any appointments. You got any questions about this? You want to know some more hacks around this? Ping me on social. Big shout out to my good friend, fellow 5 a.m. call moderator, Byron Lazine. He shared this with our team at our retreat this past week. Another great nugget from a top producing agent. We'll be back with more next week on Agent Hacks. Thanks for watching.